Well, welcome in everyone. I'm so glad you're here in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. Today we're going to be making, I'm going to pull y'all down just a little bit. I feel like I'm looking up at the sky. Today we're going to make empanadas and we're going to put them in the freezer. I'm not going to cook them today. We're going to fix them, put them in the freezer, and then you can bake them whenever you want them. You can bake one, you can bake all of them, whatever. So they're quick and easy to do, have in your freezer. So this is an empanada, but it's a freezer meal too, okay? So first of all, if you're new, I'm glad you're here. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you have not already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. It really, really helps me a lot and doesn't cost you all a thing. So subscribe to my channel, thumbs up on the videos, goes a long way to getting the algorithms to pick me up, to put me in, so other people get to see me. And of course, leave me some comments. I love when y'all leave comments. I get so excited when I see, oh my goodness, I have a new comment. I wonder what they're saying. I get real excited. So leave me some comments, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and we're going to get started, okay? First of all, we're going to make our dough, and for that, we need all-purpose flour or bread flour. But since this is a bread, I'm going to use bread flour. You need baking powder, not baking soda. You need salt, cold butter, an egg, and some water. And I'm going to put it here in my mixer. I'm going to turn y'all around here a little bit so y'all can see me and see down in the mixer. There we go. All right. First of all, we are going to put in 3 cups of flour. This is bread flour. Get out another little small one so I can scoop it up. I don't have a scoop in my bread flour. I have ordered some more. I'll put a link to them in the bottom in my Amazon links. You all see everything out there. Go through there if you're going to buy anything. I might get 10 or 15 cents, but 10 or 15 cents from everybody really adds up. Doesn't cost you all any more, but it does help me. Okay? So we need 3 cups of flour. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3 cups of flour. All right. And we need a teaspoon of salt. This is I'll get out these. I'm missing some of those. They must be in the dishwasher. A teaspoon of salt. And we need a teaspoon of baking powder. Like I said, it's baking powder, not baking soda. Okay? So baking powder right in there. All right, we're going to mix this up just a little bit. Just like this. Then we're going to cut our butter. I'll get out this big knife to cut this butter. Okay. I'm going to cut this butter into small pieces and drop it in there and get it mixed up good. I'll go ahead and turn that back on. Let it continue to mix. I'll drop this butter in there. Y'all, this is salted butter because this is a savory dish. So, and it says a half a cup, which is a whole stick. This dough, you can leave it in the refrigerator. Did it say? I think you can leave it in there. It says 1 hour or more. So I'm assuming you could leave it for a couple, 3 days and it would still be good. I usually try to do mine all in one day because I like to do them and then get them in the freezer. And I do have my dough hook on there because this is a dough. Let's turn it up a little bit higher. Let's see if I can get that butter knocked back down in there. Actually, I'm going to take this out and put the whisk on there for a minute because that's not doing like I want it to. I thought I could just do it all. Oh, there we go. All right, let me grab the whisk. Here we go. I'll put that other one back on after this gets all crumbled up good. That butter needs to break apart a little bit more and it will resemble a coarse meal, like a cornmeal, but real coarse. When that butter gets to where it needs to be, and then we're going to add our egg and our water. That whisk is doing much better with that. Now, I believe that's looking pretty good. All right, now then let's add in our egg and our water. And it's 3/4 of a cup of water, okay? I'm going to crack this in. I'll put it in this right here. I like to crack them in something else in case, just in case there's something wrong with it. Or I drop a piece of a shell or something like that. Plus, my mama always did that. So, you do what your mama did. Put our egg in. I'm going to drizzle this water in here just like this. All right. There we go. Turn that up. All right, let's turn it off and get our dough hook back. Because I think that's what we need. Dough's about to fall out. All right, let's do this. Get all this dough off of here. Put our dough hook on there and then we're going to knead it. Okay. All of our dough off good. That over there in the sink. Now it's time for the dough hook, isn't it? Now that's much better. All right. We're going to let that come together good. And it'll make a nice dough. And then we're going to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour. And while it's in the refrigerator, I'll come back and we'll get our filling ready, okay? We want this to knead. It says to knead it for 5 minutes. It's a very good consistency. Everything in it is good, okay? Back around here, we can see. All right, now I got you back down here where we got everybody in here. We'll let this go for a couple more minutes. All right, y'all, I believe this is good. I believe it's neat. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now then, we're going to wrap it in plastic wrap. Oh, it's a big old piece of plastic wrap here. Pull that off of here. Oh, it's a nice dough. Very nice dough. All right. There we go. We're just going to wrap it right like this. Now then, we're going to put this in the refrigerator for at least an hour. I'm going to clean this up. I'll come back on here with y'all in just a little bit, and we'll make our filling, get this out, finish these up, get them ready to go in the freezer, okay? See y'all back here in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, while our dough is in the refrigerator getting cool, hope I'm trying to get y'all adjusted for you can see my skillet. I believe we're good. All right. While it's in the refrigerator getting cool, we're going to make our filling, and I'm going to use a ground beef filling. You can fill these with anything, chicken, pork, whatever. But we're going to do ground beef because I've got ground beef I need to do something with. Okay? So it says you need a pound. This is right at 4 pounds. So I am going to wipe that off right there. Toss it over here in my skillet. Okay, there we go. There's our ground beef. I'll put that back in the refrigerator here in just a minute. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and grab our hamburger stir chopper thing here. Here we go. All right, it's our pound of meat right there. All right, we're going to get that to browning, and we're going to add in just a little bit of oil. It says, and this has not got a whole lot of fat in it. So we add a little bit of oil, and it says 1 onion. Well, y'all know I keep my onions. When I chop the onion, if I've got some left over, I just stick them in a baggie. Keep this baggie in my freezer to grab out for quick things like this. So there we go. There's our onion. And okay, that's all I need right now. And we'll get this to browning up good. Then we're going to add in our seasonings. And I'm going to add in some paprika. Give me a little. Y'all, this is Hungarian paprika. It is really good. I buy it at Troyer's, our Amish store. When I go down there, that's where I buy all my seasonings. They're fresh. They come in little packages. They're bulk. They are so much cheaper, so much fresher. I don't buy seasoning spices at the grocery store anymore. I'm going to put some parsley flakes in there. And some oregano. I'm just going to go ahead and season it all up good. Because the longer this stuff cooks together, the happier it gets. And they play so well together. And we'll get that out. And I've got to chop up some tomatoes here. And we can't forget our salt and pepper. Y'all know we have to salt and pepper everything, right? Salt and pepper. Some salt. Y'all, I got these little wooden scoops off of Amazon. I'll put y'all a link to them in the description. But they're great for these little spices. There's little spice scoops. And if y'all go through those Amazon links to buy anything, I get a few pennies. That's all I get. But pennies become nickels, nickels become dimes, dimes become quarters, so forth, so on, till we have $1. And, you know, it helps me. It doesn't cost y'all any more to go through those links. So, it'd be great if y'all would help me out like that. I really would appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel and watch me all the way to the end. Look how our beef's coming together here for our empanadas. Oh, my mercy. Now, let's put just a little bit of celery seed in there. You want to? I like celery. I like celery seeds. I just put like a little quarter of a teaspoon, if that much, just a sprinkling. They smell good. Oh, these celery seeds smell good cooking in here. Y'all, I love my iron cookware. I cook just about everything I cook in an iron pot, an iron skillet. I do use stainless steel. I've got 2 non-stick skillets that I use for frying potatoes and frying squash. It's the only thing I use those for. Everything else, I cook in my iron cookware. I love it. It's heavy. It heats evenly. It really just is really good. All right, I'm going to turn this down, leave it on low, let it continue to get all happy in there. Let me open up this can of tomato paste. We're going to add just a little bit of it. Y'all, I've got an electric can opener over here that opens. It's one of these that opens up where you don't have that sharp edge. And with arthritic hands that I have, thank you, Mama, for leaving me that in my hands. Opening cans with a manual can opener is hard. I have one. If the power were to go out, I could open a can of beans. But I don't use it unless I have to, because it's not the easiest thing for me to do, y'all. All right, we need a tablespoon of tomato paste. And that's just like a heaping tablespoon, so hey, let's go with it. What do y'all say? There's our tomato paste. All right. Now then, see, this has got the pull top, but I'm going to open it with this can opener. And it is in the description below, a link to it. But y'all, it's wonderful. I love this can opener. See, look, just peel this up. There you go. It really is good. All right, now these are not chopped up as fine as I like them. I do not like chunks of tomatoes. So I'm going to just take this little hand chopper right here and chop these up just a little bit finer. All right, there we go. And put this over here. Now it says we need a half a cup. A half a cup. Yeah, those are much better. Oops, knock that over. All right, there's our half a cup of tomatoes and our tomato paste. See, y'all, when I turned this down, how it just kind of started to simmer. That's the beauty of this iron cookware. This does happen to be coated. This skillet does. I've got some that are not. I've got some that are just all black, old-timey black iron skillets. I've got some that are enamel on the outside and black on the inside. This one happens to be enamel inside and out, or ceramic, I don't know. I'm going to grab me a spoon to stir that with. Y'all, I don't like to use metal in them. The ones that are not black, because they will scratch. And you don't want that. Let me turn this up just a little bit so all this can get in here and play happy together. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I probably should have doubled this recipe, but I did not. So we'll have these. I've already got a meatloaf in the freezer. I may just freeze some of it just like this so that it'll be, I can do just whatever. Now let's taste that and see if it needs something else or if it's good the way it is. Let's just give us a little taste here. Very good. Delicious. Very yummy. That'll be good when we add our cheese. Put them in our little empanada pockets and bake them in the oven. Serve them with sour cream. Y'all, the recipe calls to put jalapenos in it. We do not like spicy foods. I use lots of spices, but not hot spices. I don't like hot. It upsets my stomach. The recipe calls to put jalapenos in there. By all means, add these jalapenos. It actually says to add a half a cup of chopped jalapenos. So that would make them hot. And like I said, we don't like hot things, so I just omitted them. So this is really delicious, just like this. But you put it in that with some cheese, and this recipe calls to use shredded cheddar and Monterey Jack. I've got 2 different kinds of shredded cheddar. That's what I'm going to use because that's what I've got in the refrigerator. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. I'm going to let this just sit here and simmer. Stay nice and warm. The longer it sits, the happier these flavors get. And then I'll bring y'all back and we will roll out our dough and cut them and put our little empanada pockets together, put them on a sheet pan and put them in the freezer. Okay, now here's our dough. It's been in the refrigerator for an hour approximately. And we're going to finish these things up and put them in the freezer. Y'all hear my new little rugrat yipping. She's yipping. I'll pick her up and show her to you at the end, okay? So y'all can see her. All right, I'm just going to pinch me off a little bit of this dough here. Look how stretchy that is. I'll need to get my rolling pin. My injured rolling pin here. Have to roll this out. They're about 1/4 of an inch thick or so, maybe a little less. Then you're supposed to cut them in a circle, which I've got this little thing here. We're going to try it, see how we do with it. All right, now then, I'm going to do this right here. Cut that. Try to cut it. Let me get me a knife. Maybe I can cut it out with a knife. All right, here we go. Got our dough here. I'm going to lay it right up on here, right like this. Stretch it out a little bit more. Because this will crimp it down, okay? Now then, I'm going to take a little scoop of this. It won't hold a whole lot, y'all. So you just want to put a little bit there in the middle. And fold this over carefully. Y'all, this is not going to work the way I want to, so I'm not going to use it. Fold them over, and I'm just going to cut mine in squares. There's one. Right like that. Alright, I forgot to put the cheese in that one. Alright, here I've just got some shredded cheddar cheese. And a little scoop of our beef. And fold it over, just like that. And mash it down, either with your fingers or a fork, and I'm using my fingers. Just lay them over there. Roll this out a little bit more. We want more filling and less dough, if we can get it. Alright, now then. I've just got white cheddar here. A little bit of filling. A little bit of filling. I'm bringing mine across kind of at a diagonal, so they're in little triangles. Mash them down good. And I'm laying them over here because I told y'all we're going to put them in the freezer. Give me a fork, something small I can work with. Alright, yeah, that's better. I wasn't ready. I got back on here with y'all. Y'all could fill these with just about anything, any number of things you could fill these with. I think they would be good if you filled them with like ham and cheese, chicken. Could use lunch meats even. They would be good. Making little hot pockets. Fill them with pizza stuff. Put pizza seasonings on them. Make like little pizza rolls. This is a good little dough to work with. To make just about anything like this that you could want to make. Make them bigger if you want to. I like to get my dough thin because if you don't, you've got a bunch of dough and no filling. All right, here's just another one. Put a little bit of cheese and a little bit of filling. And we're going to pull this across and mash it down with a fork. Seal it up good. You've been to Elizabethton today, hadn't you? Y'all can put these in the air fryer too. I didn't tell you that, but they can go in the air fryer, in the oven. Fill it all in there together. Y'all could just fill these with cheese and then dip them in pizza sauce or something would be good too. All right, here we go. There they are, ready to go in the freezer. I'll freeze them and then I'll put them in a bag. And once they're frozen, tomorrow I'll get them back out. And then I'll put them in a bag and vacuum seal them. And we'll get out however many we need for that particular meal. And probably got a couple meals worth there. So I told y'all I'd let you see my new baby. Come here. Look here. Look. Can you tell everybody, say hi, everybody? Look. Let me move these. I don't want dog hair in my empanadas. Look here. Can you say hi? Look. Coco, can you tell everybody hi? Say hi, everybody. My name's Coco, and I'm a mini golden doodle. And I'm about 10 weeks old and feisty breeches and wild as a buck. Love to chase a ball. She has so much fun chasing balls, don't you? All right, you jump down now. You be a good girl. Well, y'all, that'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.